I think Ayomide Travels has the best job in the world. If you work hard, then you must know enjoyment is a must. The one thing all my major outings I've had in common recently is Ayomide Travels plan them. Basically, he travels and parties for a living. We at Workstedi start with Ayomide to understand how he does this as part of our new series. Wow, I built this. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode. We have, I think I'll just let you introduce yourself.
Okay. Yeah, you have Ayomide Adediji, yeah, who happens to be a tour operator, a travel enthusiast, yes, and a travel blogger also.
Okay. So, do you operate as yourself or do you operate as a company?
Okay, so I own a company, a travel company,
Okay.
which is the Everyday Travels,
Okay, Everyday Travel.
which is under the Everyday brand. Yes, so
Okay.
because the Everyday brand is the umbrella body, we also have different companies under it.
Can you tell us about
So
the
we
different
have the
companies
Ayomide
as well?
brand, we have the Ayomide Travels,
Okay.
then we have the Ayomide Drive.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Ayomide Drive is the logistic part of it, and then the Ayomide Travel is the one that covers the travel part and also focuses more on the tourism aspect, selling of Afrocentric souvenirs and products like this, like this,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Okay.
and all of that. So yes,
Yeah. And then I can see this one is custom. So
yes,
things are custom made
they
as
are
well.
custom made
Ah, okay.
based on your preferences, what you
Oh,
want to be about. So yeah,
nice,
custom made.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell us more about the travel, like how it operates, what kind of pack trips we can expect, and is it just travel like out of Lagos or travel within Lagos as well?
Okay. At first, I started as a local brand,
Okay.
which is I just travel within Nigeria, not just Lagos, because it covers the whole area. I have clients from every other part of the country that wants to explore a particular state, not
Okay.
necessarily Lagos, depending on the kind of package that is available. Because it's not just vacations, it also includes adventures, all those camping, all this hiking,
Yeah.
and then cultural festivals. It's also include all the historical tourism, yeah, most of that. And
Yeah.
then in a way, there's this part of the religious tourism also that's also included. It's kind of different from the cultural because then you have people that wants to go to the churches that are having conventions, are having campings, and then they don't know how to go about it with regards accommodation and regards logistics and food. So that's a part of the brand also take care of that. So,
Okay.
for example, the popular Redeemed Church, whenever they have their conventions, not everybody wants to sleep in the auditorium,
Yeah.
and not everybody have access to apartment there. So we sort that out for them before they even
Okay.
come in, and then that was sorted out. And even after the old church thingy, if you want to still explore places, then we cover that for you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, so that's that. So the Everyday Travel started as a local brand, like I said. Then gradually, when we realized that people really love what we do, and then they were asking, "Oh, do you do Dubai? Oh, do you do this place? Oh, do you do that place?" I was like, "Oh, why not?" So we extended our capacity to be able to offer that value,
Okay.
and so that's also part of what we do. So not just vacations, we're into vacations. We are into business and corporate team bonding,
Ah, okay.
that kind
Okay.
of thing where you need to break the barriers and break bonds and then break walls within your staff, and then you want some team bonding activities. Retreats also. We take you to resorts, nice destinations around, and then that you guys make feel comfortable and beyond the walls of the offices and all of that. So we also do those corporate retreats, then family vacations. Like you want to visit a place, you do that. Then the adventures and this group tours where we have a group tours every month.
Okay.
And so it's a time where you can network with people that you don't even know, strangers, and then everybody come around and then you vibe. So those are parts of what the Amday Travels covers.
Okay. Okay.
Major.
So can you tell me more about these group tours? So, what locations do you have coming up? Which ones have you done in the past? Like, for example, I think I like the opportunity to travel as well as meet people and
Yes.
network. But like, what can I expect?
Okay, as a matter of fact, Ayomide Travel started with the group tours and the group packages because the idea of the Ayomide Travel initially was to change the myth behind travel and tourism in Nigeria. People think it's only for the rich.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, you want to travel? Oh, you have money. Oh. Ah, you want to go to? Ah, you have money. But then for me, I felt no, with your 15 naira, with your 100 naira, you can actually go to a place and then be fulfilled.
Of course, of
Yes,
course.
and
That's the
then
dream.
that's the dream. And then in the travel industry, trips becomes more cheaper if you travel in groups,
Yeah,
not if you do it privately. Because if you go to a particular destination alone, you won't be able to cut the cost if you go with 10 people.
yeah.
You understand? For example, let me say this: people don't know that when you're doing a boat cruise, it's the same amount if you are 10 as it is you are one,
True, true.
because they are not charging for the seats, they're charging for
For
the
the
boats.
boats.
So just like that for also groups. So I felt I just decided that for people to have access to all of these destinations, why not let us do it in groups?
Mm.
So I break down the cost and then you have access to it.
Okay, okay.
So in another way, you meet people, you connect the generation where we do things a lot, we collaborate a lot. So why not connect with people and then let's do it. So I started the first one at the beach. So most of my group trips comes with the beach because I feel the beach is the place where everybody can always be in their
Elements,
elements.
yeah, and everybody can
And everybody
relax
can
and do
relax
what they
and
like.
then do what you like, and then there's always this vibe that comes when you're at the beach. And then so it was a sold out. The first event had over 25 people, different people. I think I sold for 5,000, 7,000 there. It
Okay.
was that cheap. And then the feedback from it was so nice. It was amazing. People reached out. Oh, I've not tried the boat before. I was on the water. It was therapeutic. I was this, I was that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we continued. In fact, it was a success. My beach package was a success. I had brands that volunteered to even cover for me and say, "Oh, we would love to take your documentary. We love this and all of that because it was that." So, for what you expect from my group trip is you get value for money,
Okay.
a lot of it. You meet people, that's certain.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's disconnect. You always, if you are the person that you're a good marketer, a salesperson, you can always sell.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I could remember one of our trip to Omo Resort, we had a bus take us from ICM down to
Almost.
Bogije and Omo Resort.
Yeah.
And I had a lady in that bus. She sells perfumes and perfume oil. She brought, I think, 15 pieces along with her, and she sold everything.
That's serious.
Like in the bus,
In
before
the
we
bu-
even got to the destination.
The fact that they were all trapped.
They were all there.
was,
So,
so,
and
yeah.
then there's always this thing we do with Ayomide brand is we don't be together for long and keep quiet. No,
Yeah, of course.
it doesn't make sense. So we try to make everybody come together, play games, vibe, relate with each other, so that when you get there, you'll be free.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I get this feeling a lot when people say, I'm scared of going out. I'm the quiet
an
person. I'm an
introvert,
introvert. I don't know how to meet some people. And so I feel the reason why they want to go is because they want to try to break that, and they will try to ensure that happens. And at the end of the day, realize that if they are left alone in their element, they are the shouty and the loud type if they are only comfortable. And so that's what the group trips always bring around. And then for us, we use it to sell other private tours. Because when you see that this group was success and we have a communication with you, we converse with you, we realize, oh, you might want something else.
And
Then we
then
move from
and then
there,
work on
and then it
it.
makes more sense.
So from this, I know now you have an resort trip. You
Yeah.
have
So I have a resort trip. I have a beach hangout normally.
Okay.
We have a kayaking group hangout where you
Okay.
kayak. That was always there. Lekki Conservation Center.
okay.
That one's always there. We have camping group trips where you camp at beside the beach also.
Okay.
Sometimes beside the beach, sometimes in any other place apart from the beach. Then we have picnics, group trips.
Okay.
Picnics are always not expensive because we don't need a lot. We just need a
Yeah,
garden
that's- yeah.
and nice place, and then everybody just vibe with what you have. and all of that. And then we have the interstate
Okay,
group
yes,
trips.
yeah.
So when we travel, so sometimes we've gone as far as Ondo States, Idori Hills. We've done Ibadan, IITA, in
Okay,
short.
okay.
Makes sense. Very similar, like place for hangouts.
Yeah,
We've done Olumorok in Abeokuta.
okay.
Yeah, we've done Idere Hills in Oyo State because it's then we've done the second suspended lake in the world.
What a suspended lip.
So suspended lake is that place where you have a lake on the rock on the hills.
Oh, okay, so it has a
So it
waterfall.
has water on the not the waterfall, but it has water on the hills, like a lake.
So there's a lake on a hill.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you
Okay.
just have two in the world. One is here in Nigeria, then the other one is in the United States.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, mad, oh.
So bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So people want that, and then we do that group trips. So the group trips, and then we have the camping also outside of Lagos, and people always go for it. If you know you are the adventurous type, you love it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, if I may ask, how did this come about? How did you decide that this is what I wanted to do? Is it like you're like this vibe and chilling lifestyle is what I'm looking for, an adventure? So this is what I'm going to do. Do you remember how the idea came about?
Oh yes.
How it started?
Oh, yes.
If you can tell us about it.
Oh yeah. Why not? I studied quantity surveying in school.
Okay.
So when I got to the third year, I looked at my life and I looked at my course, and I was asking myself, "Are you sure this is what you want to feed yourself with?" And I was like, "No." Then a friend of mine just reached out and was like, "Do you mind to volunteer? I have a startup company, and we just want to. All what you want to do is to explore and then discover new places in Nigeria." I love traveling, so that also helped that decision. I've gone as far as medical in Borno State, and then I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I love being on the road.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed it. So that helped my decision to say yes, let's do it. So while in school, I was traveling, I was volunteering. I missed so many classes, tests, just because I want to travel. So when I finished school, I was like, oh, this is what I wanted to do. But I did start immediately. So I got a job, tourism company, Go Africa. So Go Africa helped me to really know the path I want to take. So I was in Go Africa for 2 years, and then I was still doing my thing. Then I realized that I wasn't feeling comfortable anymore because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah. So it's not the same.
It's never the same. It's never the same. And I realized people still reach out to me. I was like, "Hi, why? I want to go to this place. How can you help me with it? I want to go to that place. How can you help me with it?" But something altered my decision again. It was when a friend of mine reached out to me. I was like, he is bored. He doesn't know where to go to, and he just have 2 days of leave at work, and he's tired. That can I recommend or take him somewhere? So I took him. We first explored Lagos Island. I've been walking to around Lagos Island. You were seeing people like, "Oh, is this in Lagos? Oh, is this that? What is what happens here?" I was like, "Yo, wait. Let's get to the beach." So we went to the beach. He hasn't used the banana boat before, so it was an experience for him. Then he got to the beach during the week. It was calm.
It's empty and chill.
peaceful.
Yes.
Then we used one of those bays there, and then he just loved it. He said he had never been this calm. And then it was a nice time, and we got home. He paid me, obviously. But after that, he just messaged me like, "AY, this is amazing. You didn't know what this has done to me. I'm so fulfilled. I'm so this. I'm calling. I'm telling my boss. I'm telling this person they must experience what I experienced today." So it was for me. I was like, "This is not a big deal."
Yeah, it's
It was
just
like,
vibes, like just chilling.
just
Yeah.
chilling. We're like, "No, you took it so serious." I'm like, "Whoa!" So then I'll start. So when I left Go Africa, I didn't even have an idea about to start. There was no other job, but I just felt, let me just start this. This is the right time.
Yeah.
So I just started, and then I just designed my flyer and just put it out, and people turned up.
Really?
People turned up.
So, how do you think the first set of people heard about you? Was it the flyers you put out? Did you call like your friends and family to say this is what I was doing?
Yes.
Or was it that guy who like drove, the first set of people to come?
So it wasn't because it was a year, a year after the encounter with that guy that made the decision. So it wasn't even but I just shared flyer. I had a flyer, a small flyer. I shared it. So I word of mouth with friends. Like, guy, do you mind coming to the beach with me? Yo, do you mind coming to the beach with me? Bring your friends. Bring your friends. Bring your friends. You know, it's so cheap. Let's just go and chill. Basically, I was just saying, let's go and chill. Let's go and chill. Have you been to the beach before? Let's go and chill. And this particular beach I was saying, I could remember a friend of mine took me there. I've never seen that kind of beach before in Lagos.
Yeah.
Lighthouse Beach was just there. Just big. It was the waves were stronger than the normal beach. It was quiet, it was clean, the waters were clean. I was like, wow, this is nice. And on a normal day where Takwabe will be very, very crowded, it should be like as if you are the only one in the lighthouse.
Yeah.
So I just told guys, if you are the one that doesn't like noise and you just want somewhere to chill, that you can come your book and then you just want to relax, hear some music, and then eat, and then let's go. That was it. That was what I said. And before I knew it, people were like, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And then I had 25 people. What? 25 people? I didn't even know until the last day when I was making arrangements. I was like, yo, we have 25 people. You know, then this anxiety and this nervousness come up is going to come out well.
Yeah, I hope they're going to have a
good time. And then we go to the beach and I was like, where is this? And started bringing out your phone, taking pictures and doing video. Like, oh, okay, I think I'm done. And then the music was there and they organized games. Obviously, they had games and then we had games. We had good food. We had drinks. It was for cheap. It was for small money. And people had fun. And then my phone was buzzing with feedbacks and reviews. This is nice. This is nice. This is nice. And they're like, when next are you having this one? I'm like, oh, so there's already a next. When next are you having this one? Oh, there's already a next. So I just felt, okay, this is it. So, but for some people, they might think that it's a job that you're just playing around.
Yeah.
Yeah, guy, you're always having fun. You're always going places.
I'm one of them.
But the behind the scene is always like, so for me, before I sell you a place, before I take you to a place, I have to be at that place more than twice.
Yeah, of course.
To ensure that this is good, this is going well. I have to ensure that the locals in that place doesn't disturb. I have to ensure that everybody's been settled. I have to ensure that the food vendor doesn't delay. I have to ensure the drinks doesn't delay. I have to ensure that the weather is perfect. I have to ensure that this is that. And then all of that. But then it's so far so good. That has been amazing. It's something I'm glad I'm doing because and then we are in this generation where, to be sincere, people are going through a lot. A whole lot. At times when I ask myself, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? At those intervals, I get people call me. In fact, I have a friend that called and like, hey, why are you doing tomorrow? I said, nothing really. Like, can you take my friend out? She was served breakfast.
She didn't leave the house.
And then she hasn't stepped out of the house for weeks. Can you help? And I was like, wow, really? You really? No, you really?
Yeah.
And then I said, yeah, I'm up for it. And the next day, the three of us went out. And I could see the joy in her when she got out and then experienced fresh bread. I took her. And then she had fun.
And like coming from someone who has worked in 9 to 5 before, like you get stuck in that routine to a point where you forget how to go out. You don't even know where to start or where to go. And
sincerely.
And then the thing is, you think that everywhere is too expensive, this one, and you don't even know that there's very affordable cruise.
You get, and then thank God we are changing a lot of narratives. Because one of the narratives we are trying to change among youth is that clubbing is not relaxation.
Of course.
It's energy. You go wasted again, you have hangover, and then you have a headache, and then that's it. No, it's not. So there are places actually you can go. There are natural places. There are conservatives. There are cool places. There are places you can actually go, and then you experience this peace you'll be looking for, this joy, and then you'll be happy.
Yeah.
And if you for cheap, as a matter of fact, for basically for cheap. Lagos is still that place, even though it's expensive, but it's still
Yeah.
that place to get value for if you follow know the road, you follow know the road
Of course,
exactly like
of
I said.
course.
So yes, yeah, and each time I get people like that, I just like, okay, this is why I'm actually doing these things. I hear stories. We have sessions during our group trips, which is one of the interesting things too, where people tell. So when you hear people's gists, you feel like, yo,
Yeah, like
I have hope. When you hear people's gists, so that's what we encourage. You
yeah,
come. You didn't think you have a problem, come.
yeah, like having that community to share it with, and yeah,
And it helps a lot, a whole lot, a whole lot. In a country where we have or so many negatives around, so many bad trips, so many bad stories about, oh, don't go to that place, oh, don't go to this place, oh, don't do this, oh, don't do that. But still we go ahead, we've done this thing, and then we tell people, do you want to come?
yeah,
And funny as it is, people will always come.
true, true,
They'll,
true.
they'll always come. So it's just been an amazing time. Tourism has just been that gift that God really gave to us. It's just that we still haven't harnessed it well.
True. The length of the beaches that we have, the if you drive around to Abeokuta, like the way that the stones and everything
Oh,
forms in the city,
you
and
know,
even the brown roof self is its own
oh,
cruise.
deep. When I entered, first time I went to Idore Hills,
Mm,
in my head, my focus was just Idore Hills. My mind was, let's go to Idore Hills. But I don't know why people are not selling the entrance, the community before you go and climb that Idori Hills itself.
yeah,
I was welcomed with two mighty, tall hills. They were so overwhelming. They should just come like, and you're in the middle of those.
oh,
And
so the
then
road is in between
it's
it.
in between, and then you look up and you look up and you see. I'm like, what? That alone, man, got my mind. Even if I was being bothered about something, that shifted my mind out of that problem itself. So I
Yeah,
just focused my energy on, wow, this is big. Then I climbed the hills, more than 600 steps. And then got to realize that there's actually a community that existed on this hill. That alone was mind blowing. And then you can't keep having different experiences like that and just expect your mind to be the same.
yeah, yes,
They say travel makes you to discover yourself. Travel makes you to find yourself. Travel expands your horizon and expand your perspective. Travel makes you to know that there's more to life than just you. And then if you travel, you get to see that there's a danger to a single-sided story.
of course, yeah, yeah,
And you
yeah.
see culture shocks. You
Things that you take for granted, and you see,
so one of the reasons why I just felt no, people need to experience what I'm seeing in my own little way of traveling. So while I was doing 9 to 5, I traveled a lot. I was covering festivals. I was going to events in other states to see culture. I could remember one that was serious like that, in Laro. I covered Oro Festival in Laro around 2 a.m.
well, you went out to the Oro.
Yeah, you have to go to the Oro to cover the
No,
event.
I'm just asking because they said that is dangerous.
No, it was. But then it's not as dangerous as it is because I felt people here are humans. Yes, I know the part of tradition and
Uh,
history, but then
But it's the one that you say everybody should stay in their house. That if a woman comes out, should I've heard since.
yeah, that's the thing. Those they are real for some
Of course, of
places,
course.
but some other places they will welcome you to experience them because they are trying to tell you about their culture. So just follow the rules. Oh, don't do this. Oh, don't stay here. Oh,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you'll be fine. It's funny when people say, when I tell people I'm just coming back from Oshoshubo Festival, and they're like, I thought you're a Christian. I was like, yeah, I am. But
Yeah, this
this
is
is
your
heritage.
story. Yeah, this
This
is
is who we are actually. This is our culture. It doesn't affect what you believe in. It's just like you need to connect or experience these things too. And I went. I experienced everything. I was in the water. I didn't take the water, but I was in the water. I've seen the old precisions from everything.
Mhm.
And it was beautiful. These
No,
things
of
that we
course.
don't take, people come all far and wide from Brazil, from the Europe, and come
Yeah.
and experience and pay huge money. Do you know Nigerian visa is one of the hardest visa to get?
To come to Nigeria.
Yes, Nigerian
Eh,
visa is one of the hardest.
really?
Tell you.
As they're jackpot
That
inside.
just to get a tourist visa into Nigeria, it's quite hard.
Are you serious? Never have thought.
That's the problem. It's quite hard. It's expensive. It's hard. And then people will still go through that whole process and still come in and then experience this. So you can't even think that. So the little things I've seen, I just want to push it to people. Like, no. So when I put out my picture, and I love it when people say, "Where is this place? Oh, is this in Lagos?" Hey, yeah, this is in Lagos. In this your Lagos? Yes, you get this quiet place.
Yeah.
Oh, you get these things. I remember the first time I went to Omo Resort. I never imagined there's a place like that.
Yeah. The number of rides.
The number of rides.
Yeah. And then even the zoo part as well. It could be two different places that will stand on its own and be good.
So there was a time, I think last year, we had 9 of my colleagues that we sold the same home resort on the same day. So I'm saying for example,
So
one
basically,
person,
you're 20 people, another
exactly,
person's
another 20,
people,
another person is 30, another person is 50.
Yeah.
Let me shock you. When we got in, we didn't cross ourselves. Nobody waited for somebody for a ride. That place is that big and that busy.
Yeah. So like as many as you guys were, there was enough.
There was enough rides. So why
the queues were not?
No.
Yeah.
Why would you be waiting for equipment at the zoo? Why you be waiting at the zoo when
there's
a
something
waterway, water kayak? Why would they when there's a wax museum where that tells you about your history, where you see old things?
Yeah.
Why would you be waiting when there's skates for you, where there's golf?
Where there's the water
when
slide?
there's the water slide. Why will you wait? And then the music is so loud. You've been there.
No, I've been there.
The music is so loud.
Like, I remember the first time I went 3 times between December and January. Okay. So I went in December. Then I told my friends and we went. So they told their friends and all of us went with another set of friends. We went 3 times.
You realize that each time is different experience.
Yeah. Because like, especially when you come with new people, because the things that they enjoy, you drive your attention to that. Yeah.
So that's one of the beliefs that I had, that you can't oversell a destination because the same set of people won't keep going there.
Yeah.
And so that means people make a destination and their vibe has also make.
Exactly.
So each time when I sell a package, I tell them, please, thank you in the name of God. Leave your problems at home. Bring your energy.
True.
It's very important.
Because like, there's no point. If you're going to leave your house, make the best of it.
Make the best out of it. Take as many pictures as possible. A lot of us, the only pictures on our phone are WhatsApp pictures that we download.
True.
Why not scroll through your phones and then relive the moment, even when you are alone? So people don't know that most of the purpose or the main reason why people travel is to keep memories.
Yeah.
So that when they are alone, the memory stays with them. And then you look at the video and then you look at it like, do you know that I keep looking at the video to be edited at Avista?
Yeah.
And it's just so nice. And I just keep watching it. And I just keep laughing because it was, when you say happy moment,
it was
pure happy moment.
And the weird thing is like that was just like a fraction. It was just the beach side. We didn't take videos
anytime what have happened before that. Now you can imagine. No, imagine the same thing where you have a group of people and then there have been a lot of vibe in the bus even before you get to your destination.
Yeah.
People have exchanged contact as seal deals even in the bus before you get in there. And I tell people, irrespective of who you are or your personality or whatever, you will get something that satisfies you.
Definitely.
You always find. This is not even about the beach. Even not about the beach. Even you go on the hills, you go to Olumorok, you will see something that interests you.
Of course.
Definitely. You see your kind of person that is also an introvert. And then you guys will still connect and then you still vibe.
True.
You get
even if it's you so just two of you having your quiet conversation outside of the main group. Yeah.
So another thing that I've been a point of worry for me when I started was the fact that I put so much in ads and the ads doesn't convert. And then I've already made my cost based on say 15 people. So for me, 15 people is a sold out because a bus would carry 15 people, so that's sold out for me. And then 2 days to the trip, I just have 5 people. So most time it's either I cancel or I cancel, and then it affects me
Yeah.
because I'm like,
You'll
what
be
about
planning, and those people that are paid are looking
so
forward
that
to it and
before
all of
to-
it.
So I just say, you know what? Even if it's just two, we are going, we are running this. As long as you chose to have fun, let it happen. And so far so good, I realized that even when we go, we actually do have fun.
Of course, of course.
Might not be like we have a lot
As
of
much
people,
as when you're the
fine,
group
but
of
then the
people.
little time we have it, and then cherish it. People have pictures, people have things to talk about. We even go the extra mile because sometimes the itinerary you plan when you have a lot of people, you might even go beyond the way you have to.
Yeah, because having a lot of people is limiting because of logistics, carrying people from place to place.
But then when you just have 5 people that vibe with you in the same car, or either you hire the car, you carry your car, or something, you just like, oh, let's get to this place. So
Yeah.
we can actually check this one out. And then it's also a vibe car. And to be sincere, 15 people doesn't really make a family out of that business. Just 3 people. And before you know it, you guys
Yeah,
become very close
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
We are comfortably share things. I can't even count how many people that this business has even brought to me. How many amazing people. As a matter of fact, it's just like the tourism business only attracts amazing people.
Yeah.
Logically.
Yeah, it's people who like join quiet and enjoying the nice things that the world has to offer.
That's to offer.
Yeah, and enjoy being around good people and vibing and just
I've realized that like so I just like I noticed it. Most of our trip, even with my colleagues, very, very few cases will you hear that somebody fought. Very few. But the rest will be like, wow, they enjoy themselves. Oh, I met this amazing person. Oh, how about this person? I keep, we keep hearing, you made me. Another thing is this, which is also one sweet thing, is that I'm glad that my trip has brought 2 people together.
they're getting married.
The girl married.
Oh, they've gotten married. Interesting.
I know.
So
people find soulmates on trip.
So I should be coming to your trip to look for
yo.
Just asking.
Yo, just come.
This Lagos is hard.
No, man. You know, because the way it works is,
yeah,
a friend drags a friend out and like, you keep sitting and he's like, come and meet people out there. And then that friend drags, hey guy, you've been here, come and meet people out there. And before you not see somebody that not see somebody that not step on you and like, why do you step on
me? True actually.
And then before you know it,
they've taken numbers, they're talking after next thing. You just hear.
I think I'm going to share that particular trip with you, but then I don't know if the cameraman he did a good job with it. So I have one guy and one babe. That babe came from Abuja. The guy was in Lagos, and then they met. The first time, I was like, everybody was like, "Hey, why so what's going on by the beach?" And they were just locking lips. So I'm like, okay. And then next day, I asked the guy how far.
No,
God, dude, you did this for me. I'm like, really? And that's always been like that. Even people that doesn't really lead to relationship and all that, but vibing.
Of course. And I think like when you come to a place to relax, you're more accepting of learning about people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think like when you've just gone to work and you're stressed, like if somebody's talking to you, you can't really hear them. But when you're in a very chilled environment, your body is ready.
It's ready, and that what really happens. So now you can imagine if that happens with just a day trip, just a day. Look at what happens with a weekend trip.
Yeah.
So that's even another aspect. Weekend trips are that trip that you really love.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So imagine we went. Last year we went as far as Obudu.
Okay.
Cattle Ranch, Obudu Mountain Resort. For me, guys, if you have not traveled at all, please visit Obudu Mountain Resort.
You heard it here first.
Visit Obudu Mountain. No matter how badly managed that resort is, no matter how bad mountain it has been. Leave that and experience what it has to offer. Over the mountain resort, I got closer to the clouds. Guy, I was literally copying the clouds like this. I was like this.
So you
Like this.
grabbed it.
Yeah, like this. No, it's that amazing. That place is called the Holy Mountain.
Okay.
They call it Holy Mountain because it's the highest point. And so they feel you're closer to God. So just pray. Just get there and pray. So that's because that place is that amazing. And Obudu is that place where it is cold all around the year.
Okay.
All around the year. It's cold.
So
They don't
no need
have
for
AC.
AC.
No, I don't say. Instead of AC, we had warmers in all the chalets, in all the rooms, in all of the
and people use the warmer.
we use warmer. Well,
I can't imagine it.
We use warmer because during my trip, like I said, a lot of people doesn't make the success of a trip.
Yeah.
We were like just five, and we spent 5 days. We did the road. I did the road trip from Lagos to Abakaliki. The guys that paid for the trip did the flights from Lagos to Enugu, and then we just did the road trip from Enugu to Obudu. No,
It was mad.
no, it was amazing.
Yeah.
We got there. You know, the fact that you keep driving and you keep going, and then we are checking your altitude, and it keeps increasing, and then wow, you got there and you saw the whole place, like
That has to be like someone like for someone like me that has stage fright, that has fear of heights, man.
no man, no.
You won't feel it.
Yeah, as long as you're in the bus, in the car, you won't even be able to look down.
Okay.
But the only place you'll be able to see the whole expanse, maybe you went to the presidential villa, that place is also high. You see the whole landscape, the beautiful space. Obudu is actually sharing border with Cameroon. So even people staying in the community take bike to Cameroon.
Okay.
So it's that amazing. That place is so nice. No, really, it's so nice.
On my bucket list now.
No,
sure.
come on. Just go with a group of people. You have waterfalls, you have the pool, even though the cable car is not working anymore due to bad mismanagement. But then every other thing there, you explore it. You have bonfire, you have nice things. And then the community is amazing. You try their soup, try the soup, try the local
I feel like that's one of the best parts of travel.
Yes, travel the local. Mix up with the local. It's one place, even a 1-year-old that haven't met you before, because you're walking, he will greet you. I was like, guy, I was asking the tour guide, why is everybody greeting? Like, because that's how they believe that you have to greet.
Yeah, and welcome everybody.
And welcome you with smiles, ready to help. I went to go and buy. I went to get a toothpaste up, and I saw the man making something, and the man was calling me to come and eat. Like, have you tasted this soup? Come and take this soup. Come on, it's the best soup you've ever tasted. It's that amazing. It's even there. I realized that in that community, where you're downhill, no network.
Okay.
So that community doesn't use anything MTN, Airtel, Glo, etc. They don't use those.
So they don't no phone.
They have phones. They use cable. They call it cable.
So like basically like Nitel
that year.
Yeah.
So that's what they use. I can imagine.
No, but especially if you're one of those people that cannot drop your phone, it would like really, really.
So there are places where
force you to
socialize. You just have to socialize. You just have to relax. On the resort, there's only MTN that works. So if you are not using MTN at all and you don't want to buy a SIM, just drop your phone. Just be take pictures. That's it. No even internet. So your internet is, if you have MTN, they can use the internet. It's a resort that they won't even put for you free Wi-Fi.
On purpose.
On purpose. Forget about it because you're here to relax. Enjoy every bit of it. The cabins are there. It's just amazing. So it's a job for me that brings fulfillment because I realize I love people smiling. I love to see smiles a lot. It helps me to see that and because I'm a people person, those are my core values. I just love to be with people. Let's share because we are all we have.
Yeah.
So let's just find a way to see this through. So in any little way, let us help. And for me, the only way I can actually help is to say, let us go to these places. People don't know. A lot of people, if you think Lake Conservation Center is the most visited place in Lagos, we have thousands of people that haven't been there before.
Agreed. Yeah.
Thousands. I was like, have you been here before? You think beaches?
People can't even imagine what's there. Yeah. I know I've definitely met a lot of people that, and it's not even like they can't afford it. It's just they don't imagine going out.
Going out.
You know.
Some people tell you actually.
Their biggest go out is church.
That's it. And they're going to come back.
That's where the clothes are used. That's where everything is.
But you can't keep living like that. Actually, you can't. There's a lot out there going on. You can't. People are finding ways for everybody to socialize. Just do it. Yes, we know outside is not safe, but follow the travel advisory. If you know it's somewhere you're not familiar with, don't stay night. Do the day and come back. And also, even when we take people out of Lagos, we know when we go. We know what to do. We've gone before. We've done this. We've done that, and they make you comfortable. Explore, and enjoy life. So for me, I'm even glad. I'm grateful for the kind of people tourism has brought my way, even as colleagues, because they're the kind that will say, you're saving money for what? Oh, you want to buy a car? Sorry, the money we have, you are going to Ondo State. You are going by road, and you are going along with us. Oh, we are visiting 3 states. There was a time I was having a deadline to pay for something on Tuesday. My guys called me up and said they are going to Oshogbo, and from Oshogbo they're entering Ekiti, and from Ekiti they're entering Ondo, and I have to be there. I was weighing my options.
Spend money on the important thing or go and chill.
The deadline Tuesday, go and chill. I was like, this trip, if I miss it, I might not experience it again.
Yeah, and that moment has gone.
So you know what? Let's go for this. The way I chew this one, I just chew everything, including the thoughts of it and the words. I just drop it there mentally. I was like, so when I knew that I can't go on this trip and not have fun, because it makes me it's like I'm losing.
Yeah, on both sides.
Both sides. So I just went. I had the best time.
and you're still here, so no regrets.
You get it, right? We started it out.
Yeah.
And for me, when I go back to my phone, I check. Pictures. Thank God I went on this trip. Oh, thank God I did this, and thank God I did that. So that's what the brand basically has always been about.
Awesome.
Just
so I think we've covered like basically what the brand is about, the feel, what the best parts of it are. But for people that are aspiring to do something like what you do, it's nice to like give more a balanced view of it.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges you say you faced running a business in Nigeria and running this business in particular?
This business in particular.
Yeah.
There are a lot of challenges.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, if you don't have a second income, don't go on it. Don't do it.
Okay.
If you don't have another means of making money, don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it, because you'll be frustrated. There are some things you can't control. There are some things you wish they know. That these people I'm dealing with should know.
Yeah, and you'll be surprised.
So, last year when we went to Villarica in LA.
Yeah.
For me, I felt they should know what to do. You've spoken to me. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Oh, we will do this, we will do that. Okay, I reached out to you a month, 2 months before. I'm having people, this and that. This is what I want, that's what I want. And then last minute,
nothing is done. Everybody's
just there, like acting like as if you have to do something.
Yeah, and it's your own integrity that's on the line, because you're the one that brought. Yeah,
you get. So and there are times where they won't even show up, and then you can't even go back and meet the client and say, I'm sorry, the money you paid, that we paid it all, but
But
they didn't
the
show
yeah,
up, so you
yeah.
have to pay another money. That does that sound. So you have to have
Some reserve to
to just push
for
through
shocks. Yeah.
for short and go through. So one of the first thing is I have a challenge of trust. Our business is that business that a lot of time they don't even need to see you before they commit. And a matter of fact, we deal with a lot of strangers than people we know.
Yeah.
And we need to trust them to trust us to deliver. And then we're in a country where trust
It's hard to trust anybody because streets are not safe.
you get.
Yeah.
So for example, we already we have this with my group of friends. We have this every month, monthly beach hangouts that we sleep at the beach, watch movies at the beach, play games at the beach, and all of that. And then we've been doing that for consistently for 8 months now. Now this time we have new set of people, and then you have the flood scare.
Ah.
So now you have to first do a good job of explaining to people. I can't even count how many times people have called me and explained to them that, okay, you know what, it's very hard for you to get a beachside flooded. I don't think you've heard about it before around lately that a beach was flooded.
Okay.
So more like a lagoon was flooded. So being at the beach, you're safe because there are even communities there. When was the last time you heard Makoko was flooded? You get that gist. So I have to do that a lot. That explanation, I have to do this. Don't worry, oh, you're trying the boat for the first time. Don't worry, you're safe. Boat is safe. You haven't got any issues of boat capsizing. This is safe. Oh, you don't want to use the banana boat. Do you have the money
To get
the bigger
proper,
boat
yeah.
and then take you there? We have to go through that. And then you have to face the security challenge, the security threat, and you have to, that's a lot. So in this business, if you don't have a coconut head as an entrepreneur, you won't make any money.
Yeah. Yeah. Because most of the challenges are external and not
There are things you can
so it's third party,
the vendors,
the vendors that are using the event centers, the locations. It is
traffic.
It is traffic.
It is nature.
Exactly. It is Nigeria as a country.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
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 So if you can't be patient, if you can't have that doggedness to go through things, you'll miss it. Because days like this, on the day of your trip, you'll be checking the weather forecast and you'll be seeing water drizzling.
Yeah.
And they still need to run this. Because it can't be phone. And these things will be done. And they have to go and explain to people that even if it's raining fire, you still have to tell them that it's not raining. I had a time where rain met us on the beach. Heavy rain. Lighthouse Beach. There was no covering apart from the tent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was glad because when the rain was so serious, I had people that went inside that rain.
I still want to make the best out of it.
I said, yeah. We have places like that. We have those. Then we have issues with clients that want to act smart. Client that wants to use 5 naira to enjoy 1,000 value.
Yeah.
We have those ones. We have those ones that won't even pay you, even after services. We have those ones that want to
owe you, and all of those things.
Even when you don't have anything, We have the part where we really need to, because the travel and the lifestyle industry right now is something Nigeria just opening up to. And even the more they open up to it, the more they're having issues, the more they're having scares and all of that.
Yeah.
So there are different kind of things we need to, you need to push to people and tell them, oh, this is fine, this will be fine, this one is there. So we have that. So it's part of the challenges. And then, like you said, some of our challenges are also with the destinations. We can't control it. Bad roads, we can't control it. People just want to really have fun. I understand. People want to experience, smooth ride from the beginning to the end of it. And when you're having fun, then you have traffic, then you have
Yeah,
noise.
yeah,
There was a couple that came all the way from Ogbomoso for their anniversary early this year,
yeah,
and it was so bad because so that time the rain was falling heavily,
yeah, yeah.
so we couldn't actually go to anywhere.
Because traffic and the roads were
Traffic
terrible.
was there, road was terrible. We can't go to resorts during that time. We can't do any outdoor tours during that time. Traffic was there, so everything I planned for them wasn't working. I never made payments.
Hmm. And no, and it's not even just even you can't refund the money. The time that they've carved out for this cannot be replaced.
You get.
Yeah,
So for me, because in this business, you have to outsmart, you have to be emotionally
Yeah.
intelligent, you have to work with empathy. So when I looked at that and I put themselves in my shoes, true, like,
there's a lot of client management involved.
you get. So I was forced, like, okay, you know what? Let me be fun. Let's just work things out. Let me see the number of days you spent, what we can't get back, and what we can actually get back that I've not even paid for.
Mm-hmm.
And then they trusted me enough to give them back the exact value they feel it worth.
Mhm.
And I did just that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm really sorry. I hope you understand that this is actually beyond my control. But I'll gladly appreciate if some other time you can still come back and let us redo this.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand? So we have that challenges a lot. People coming and people looking at this and people looking at that. We have money challenge. For this business, you need money.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
lot of
can imagine.
You need money. You need money to boot down places before people actually pay. You need money. If, for example, if somebody wants to go to Kenya, and then the person said his date is December 1st, and then when you quoted the estimate and gave it to him, you check the flights. As at now, the flight is this date, and you sent it to them, and then they didn't respond. Then November 28th, they now came back to you. Like, can we run this package now?
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm sorry, we can't. Because I need to go back to that board again
and
and
go and
check
see what flights are
flights is
currently.
saying. The hotel we thought we should hold down for you need to go and check. Now, that won't work if it's a group tour. For a group tour, you need to use your own money to hold down rooms,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
hold down flight rates, and hoping
That you will get enough people to pay all of that back.
So what happens if they don't pay?
What happens if the numbers don't meet up? So you have, and I can imagine that because of like, especially for like external trips where the costs are high, one not filling up like two or three positions can wipe up all your profits.
Everything. Yeah, everything. So people think, you make money a lot in international trips. But the same way you make money,
Yeah, you
the
can
same way
lose.
you run a loss.
Yeah,
Before being smart, I'm going to be so vulnerable to say this thing. I was so stupid that my first Cotonou trip, I used the rate from Google. I used the rate from Google, and I used to quote a trip.
yeah, you see.
And I go convert Sefa. I went to Google. Google is your best friend.
Oh.
Sefa to Naira.
Yeah, and I can picture why that's even so bad. It's like somebody going to Google and googling Nigeria dollar exchange rate and seeing 400, and then when when you now reach Nigeria, you realize it's a different ballgame.
And then you want to make payments, and then you really did in real conversion from black market, and like, what did you just do?
That would have been bad.
No, it was bad because it happened.
Yeah.
You can't go back to client and tell client. It's always hard.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, because you told them.
Yeah. So for example, if the person scrapped to have just that amount of money, you're saying, come on, put
Come
extra.
on, put
Where will it
more.
come from?
I have to run it. So had that happened, not until I reach out to my fellow guy, like, okay, you know what, enough of this. What do you guys do? Like, oh, so you did this? Oh no. So first thing first, you need to have a booking plug that you ask for rates.
Yeah.
Then the rate for travel is different from the rate from normal business. It doesn't work. If dollar is 7.75, to be sincere with you, if you come for me for a trip, if I'm not quoting it for you in dollar, initially I don't quote in dollar before, I just convert it for you. I will tell you, oh, dollar is, I'll use a rate of 7.90 because from 7.76 to the time we are ready to book, a lot have changed,
Yeah, yeah, especially yeah.
and I can't be on the losing side anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I run it. I say this. But then, there's a lot of issues with that. So it's better you
Yeah, you just
put
put
it
it
in
in
dollars.
dollars
Let
and
them
let's
get
yeah,
dollar for you.
however they
Whatever
can.
and then you pay because the people you'll be paying to them in dollars.
Yeah.
Same thing happened last week. As at 3-4 days ago, my plug dollar was 7.40.
Yeah.
So I did the package for the person in 7.50, hoping that same day the person will pay. Then the day after I checked, dollar was now 7.60, 7.70. So you can imagine. So those are the things. And then we have thank God for the set of guys we have right now in the industry in doing our business, digital operators. They are ones who collaborate. They are the ones that don't see competition, but they see collaboration a lot.
Yeah.
So that one we can have like 7 people on a particular project to set a particular destination and not a lot of people.
Yeah.
And the profit
Yeah.
will be evenly
Distributed. And that adds to the experience because like there's more people on the
There's more
trips.
people.
Yeah.
And then when content is out, it won't be like it is this person's content.
Yeah.
No, it's everybody's content.
Yeah.
So you can use it for your marketing and then for your portfolio and all of that. You understand? So initially we had people that it's all about competition. Then we did a lot of work to single-handedly choose those who we're working with.
Yeah.
And like, okay, I understand you. You understand me. We have the same goal. We have the same mindset and mentality to travel and to this business. So it worked.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like trips sell trips. So
Sure, yeah.
if my friend has just gone on a trip, like it means now I know about the destination. I'll come and meet you to say how far this place. I just saw this person this one.
A good example is this beach. Now.
Yeah.
This movie night, we are like 7 selling it. But when everybody comes, even the people that comes from me, I see a lot of people. Nobody will know that, not a lot of people won't even bother to know that you are not the only person managing it.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, the success of it, they put it out. And because they know you, they'll put your name out there on their content, the caption that, they travel around, did this, and it was amazing. Oh, come. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's that. And even though it has its own disadvantages sometimes, though you are not dealing with the right set of people take your client, they believe you take your client. And even me, I believe that we are not even, we have, the industry is so wide, just like the sky. You can stay anywhere, mount your tent, pitch your tent, and you still make your own money. And
yeah, everybody will be fine.
Because you can't have the same experience. You can't. Apart from group trips, I think personal trips, you can't even have the same experience with that person. So even if the experiences are different, you can't have my experience. You can't have my person, you can't have my vibe. You understand? Same as you, I can't have
exactly. Yeah, everybody has their own what they bring, and it's a relationship business. It's trust.
It's trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, everybody will still pick is who you vibe with and everything.
And it's not that I'm a perfect person. It's not that I'm a good person. That I've even made mistakes to this time. I've lost clients due to my inexperiences. I've lost clients due to maybe not being straightforward at the time, which I've learned. I've lost clients. I've lost deals. I've run at a loss many times. Steady weeks ago, I was crying so bad because I made a huge loss from the trip. It happens.
Yeah.
Presently, I'm still having to appease some people, trying to beg some people, trying to tell them, it's this one time. Try us again. It's this one time due to some excuses, due to some, inefficiencies from some people that even up to. But then you have to bear the risk, you have to bear the blame because it's your brand.
Yeah.
So you have to really show how. You have to come up for people. You have to give out a lot of freebies. A lot of freebies that even behind you'll be paying for it, but then to other people it's a freebie. You have to do that a lot. And I think so far so good. We are pushing through. It is
I think the next question would be like, so what are like the solutions that you are currently using to solve some of these problems, and then what solutions you think can be created to solve some of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
first,
yeah, and both this is both digitally and non-digital
yes,
solutions.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So for the low turnout, ads still works.
Okay. So you're still running ads
Still have
right
to
now.
run ads. Just need to check your parameters. Well, know the stats, know the places you're targeting, know how smart you'll be. Ad run works. The other platform that you are available to sell your market. Thank God for the technology. There's that platform that you put your product on it
Yeah.
and the people.
Yeah. Can you give some examples
So
of ones you're using?
so
Um,
I used VIG at the time.
okay.
I used obviously Facebook and Instagram ads too. There was a time I was using what's the name of this brand? Can't even remember. But then their place stuff like that
Yeah.
works. And then apart from that, then another thing is people whether they like it or not, it's better you give them as it is.
Okay.
Tell them what a trip contains, entails. Tell them what is not included. Tell them what is included. Tell them if they want this thing, they pay for this thing. If they don't want this thing, they don't pay for this thing. Tell them this is what your budget covers. Don't raise their
Yeah. Yeah.
expectations.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. It will bounce back. Don't oversell. It's better you undersell and you over
Over
deliver
than yeah.
than oversell and under deliver. Don't tell them how you get this thing and then when they're ready to get it, not tell them oh something came up. Don't do that. that won't work. That
Yeah.
won't help
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I know. So those are one of those things, those solutions, and that solution is that will also help you a lot is know your target audience. Don't you can The tourism industry is so wide and so big that you can't jump into everything. Choose. It helps you choose. I was ranting on my status yesterday. I was like, throughout last year, I was all about sales and more sales. So I wasn't bothered about how much you have or how much you don't have. And then I had people come with 100K telling me they want to spend 6 nights. And then I was like, let's see how it goes to work. And then I go and look for results that I even not even up to. And then at the end, I get bad reviews. So don't do that. Choose your people are there that will pay for your service. If you can
Yeah. I
deliver that
understand what you mean
service,
now.
go for it. Tell them, oh, it's Jarrah Beach Resort that we have. Oh, it's Blackwell Golf Course that is available. This is the price, and they'll pay.
And the ones who can't, you'll be able to offer them
What is
in their own
available?
package.
Just tell them, oh, okay, you don't have this is the amount you have. Let's go for hotels. Don't go for resorts. Resorts are expensive. Hotels they can still manage. We can build activities around it, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Do that, and then then you don't need to go for every trip. Then to package every trip every month. You don't overwork yourself. Let people know that this is what you do. I have a friend kayak in Lagos. Kayak in Lagos, from the name, they just kayak.
Mm-hmm.
And you think, how does she make money? Do people really kayak? Yo, people kayak. Companies kayak. They use kayak as simple bonding.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And before you know it, babe just chilling.
Yeah.
In fact, now she doesn't even need to go to the place. I already have somebody that
Yeah. And
does
just so getting people and just like
and people already know her. So if you go on YouTube, go on Twitter, if you go on IG, kayak in Lagos, boom,
that's who
comes
comes
out.
up first.
So why not also have a focus group and then work with it? So the industry is so wide, so big. For everybody coming in, they can come in. And they shouldn't mistake travel agents to talk with us. We are different. We are different. I can't do everything. I can't be booking
Flights and still
I have
worrying
I
about the
collaborate.
experience as well.
Collaborate. I have partners. So if I'm handling your trip, yes, I do flights. Yes, I do stuff, but I won't book it. I will reach out to people because what happens with that is when there are issues, you are not an expert. They are the experts. They'll be able to fix it. But if you go and book yourself and an issue comes up, You know you're in the
Yeah,
building.
yeah.
And then you have to now. So people
Like
think everything is being smart and have money and all. No, you just
it's sweet if it's going well, but when it's going bad, it's terrible.
it's terrible. You won't know how to run away about it.
Yeah.
For example, last year we had Zanzibar trip in the midst of COVID. We had 12 people. I was selling it, but I wasn't booking the flights. We had tours.
Yeah.
Now, we saw the flight, we saw that trip a month before the date. People bought it. 12 people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
2 days to the trip, people came into Lagos to get ready for their trip, but they have to go for COVID test. We've paid for hotels, booked flight. Out of 12 people,
Yeah.
10 people tested positive.
10.
Yeah.
10.
Yes.
Hey. Wow.
Zanzibar was 800 or 850 or 900 per person. So imagine a guy with a babe and the guy paid
1.6. Come money.
my guy. One of my guys that came, I was even with him that night. Everybody, we already raving about Zanzibar. I've already given them mad vibes. I took them for their test. I brought them back to the hotel. So we were chilling at the hotel. Even me, we were chilling with them at the hotel. Early morning, like around 3 a.m., I just got a call. Hey, what's up? I'm fine. I'll just receive our test result from them. Like, okay, we are positive. Sleep left me. Because then I realized that, I'm also infected.
Yeah, because you've been hanging out to them as well.
We hanged out. We had a couple of drinks together. Like, my colleague that we are attending the trip together, when I called that, I'm coming over to your place. He said, your clients were positive. Yeah, yes, stay in your house. Don't come. So you have to be indoors for days. Guy, it was a loss.
Yeah, I can imagine. But in that situation, you have to pass it over to them. You just have to manage the casualty. Because like that's an act of God now.
Yeah, exactly. But people. So the only thing we could do at the then, it was hard. Because even for hotels, you can only apply for cancellation for hotels a week, 2 weeks before your date. Then they can refund 50% or 70%, not even total refund. But not a day they are expecting you. They block the rooms for you and you want a refund.
Yeah.
Not even the flight. Assuming you cancel your flight 2 days before, you can still get something. Not 5 hours
before the flight.
But then that's where expertise comes in. If I had handled the flight myself, it would have been a pure disaster. So my guy had to reach out to the airline and like, this is what happened. Now we need refunds. We're able to salvage few refunds, even from the hotels.
Okay.
And from, at least everybody understands it's better than not getting anything
at all. Of course, yeah.
So I think we were able to get 50% back.
That's the something.
That's a lot. From a trip, that's nobody's fault. This is my guy. As a matter of fact, a lot of them we are not Lagos based. So everybody with high expectation flew in from Abuja, from Edo, from Ondo. So the business, sweet as it is, it has its own. If we are not managed, it can be a downfall of you. I have friends that they're not even running anymore. If some of my colleagues faced the things I faced within this period, I'm sure they would have dropped it.
Yeah, because ups and downs are crazy.
It's crazy. You're dealing with people. You're dealing with so many uncertainties. You're like not the real. You're not like the main vendor. You are connecting to every other person. So if one person messes up, it shows on you. If somebody doesn't come through, it affects you. So mentally, you are not sleeping. You are making sure this person comes through, that person comes through. As promised, this person comes through. As promised, that person comes through. As promised, and then you have to deliver.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. But then, Still in
You
it.
do what you have to do.
Still in it. People are
Yeah.
making money. People are doing a good job.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So if if I may ask, like, um, I think one of the keys to surviving in Nigeria is, especially for people who have businesses in Nigeria, is to be able to jackpot while you're still here. What I mean by that is, it's better if your transactions are flowing this direction than the other way. So would you say that that's something you're looking at as well? And if yes, what are the challenges you're facing on that front? What if you can just speak to that.
Yeah, definitely I can. So, when you travel, you realize that you are not really being appreciated enough for what you do in your
Yeah,
country
yeah,
in this kind of business. When you see other country and see the way people work
yeah,
and
yeah,
see the support government gives and see the structures behind these things, you see the policies that go, you
yeah,
realize that we are not even, our workforce in this industry is one tenth to what UK has.
definitely. And all the
And
other,
other
yeah,
major countries, one tenth to what Dubai even has. I mean, we can count ourselves as tour operators. We are not up to 2,000.
if you'd like to see more interesting content like this, like, share, and subscribe, or follow us on our other social media pages at Workstedi_ for Twitter, at Workstedi for Instagram, or go to our website at www.workstedi.com.